It's the biggest Universal Orlando event of the year. Locals look forward to it. Tourists travel from around the world to visit Universal Orlando during September and October. Why it's Halloween Horror Nights. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Krystal Palace. That's right, it's August, which means that we are in the same month that Halloween Horror Nights officially kicks off at Universal Studios, Florida. So today, we are here to talk about 4 reasons why you should and should not visit Halloween Horror Nights in 2025. Halloween Horror Nights runs this year from August 29th to November 2nd on select nights. Now, if you aren't familiar with what Halloween Horror Nights is, I recommend you checking out my video from last year Halloween Horror Nights. As you can see inside the houses, the scare zones, and truly what Halloween Horror Nights is really like. But truly, videos really just can't even do it justice because Halloween Horror Nights is the most insane event that you will ever experience. My first year, I was truly blown away, overwhelmed with everything. And honestly, that was a reason why I didn't go sooner because I felt like it was so overwhelming. It was too much chaos. I went, and now I can't imagine a year not going. But in this video, we are going to talk about reasons why you should and you shouldn't visit Halloween Horror Nights this year. So let's get into it. First up, you should visit Halloween Horror Nights in 2025 because they are leveling up this year. My favorite thing about Universal is that they truly listen to their fans. There was some feedback from last year saying that fans weren't a fan of the reduced scare actors and scare zones, some of the houses, the limited shows. So Universal said, hold my blinky cup. 2025, we're leveling up. The reduced scare actors and the scare zones from last year are gone. You can expect more scare actors and experiences throughout the park. Instead of 5 scare zones, there's going to be 4 scare zones this year and 2 street experiences. I'm really excited for these street experiences because the first one is themed to Mel's Die-In. This is a fan favorite, which really is just normal Mel's with the Mel's Die-In sign, but now we actually get an experience with it. So located at Mel's Drive-In, there'll be zombie car hops. There'll be scare actors that are dressed up in Mel's gear, looking like zombies. And then we also have another one, which is Club Horror. Actually a DJ setup, party area with music. And this is rumored to be located in the San Francisco area of the park based on the construction that's happening currently in Universal Studios, Florida. In terms of the houses, Terrifier is one of the houses, and Universal shared that this is going to be one of the bloodiest and the goriest houses in Halloween Horror Nights history. Universal said that this will have the most water effects ever, and there will be a wet and a dry path to finish off your experience in the house. I'm ready for that one, kind of. I don't know. Are you? Might have to bring a poncho. So it seems like the houses are leveling up too with special effects like water and blood. There will also be 2 shows this year. Of course, the returning fan favorite, Nightmare Fuel Circus of Decay is this year's theme. And returning is the Lagoon Show. This will be called Hauntophonic, A Ghoulish Journey. So this was back in 2022, I think was the last time they had a Lagoon Show. Really like how they're having 2 shows this year. Kind of spreads out the crowds a little bit. Lagoon shows are always a hit and something enjoyable to watch. I really love these additional experiences to Halloween Horror Nights this year, and it kind of makes up for the price. Which brings me to my reason of why you should not visit Halloween Horror Nights in 2025, and that is if you're visiting on a budget. Now listen, even if you have an annual pass, if you're coming down and you want to visit Epic Universe, That's an additional cost that you might not have experienced last year or years before on your Universal Orlando trip. So if you're visiting on a budget and you're trying to cut costs, know that Halloween Horror Nights is an additional ticket. It is not included in your park ticket. You're going to have to buy a Halloween Horror Nights ticket separate. And just like everything else in the world, this year is the most expensive. Single night tickets start at $83 and can range up to $123 per person, depending on the date. Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays are the most expensive. Prices in October are generally higher than those in September and November. And your standard ticket is valid from 6:30 p.m. until closing. If you don't have a park ticket for that day, you can purchase the Scream Early ticket, which is $55 in addition to your ticket per person to enter the park at 3 p.m. instead of 6:30 p.m. I always recommend this because it is so helpful to be able to get in early. Other than that, you're going to be waiting a very long time for the houses because being able to get in early means you're able to get in the stay and scream zones early, which means you're able to get into the houses early, even before 6:30, the official start time. So this ticket is worth it. Now, don't make the mistake. If you have a park ticket or if you have an annual pass, you already have your Scream Early ticket, so don't buy it again. As long as you're in the park before 5:30, you're good to go. Just make sure you have a valid ticket for Universal Studios Florida or your annual pass. You're in the park. You can go into those stay and scream areas and get ready. If you want to see more Halloween Horror Nights tips, make sure to check out my video from last year and stay tuned because I'll be doing an updated HHN tips video for 2025. Then, of course, if you want to level up your Halloween Horror Nights experience, you can purchase the Express Pass to skip the line at the houses or an RIP tour, which is like a VIP tour. Really great experience. You get to go literally to the front of the line of every house. You get a tour guide. It's a great experience, but that's an additional cost. They do have pretty good deals when it comes to multi-night tickets. So if you're visiting Halloween Horror Nights for 2, 3, 4 nights in a row, you might want to look into some of these frequent fear passes. The Rush of Fear pass starts around $200 and up, and this grants you 18 nights of admission. The Frequent Fear Pass starts at $250 for up to 30 nights. The Frequent Fear Plus starts at $300 for 40 nights. So you have to just look at the website, look at the ticket options, and make sure to look at the dates because some of these passes don't include opening night or specific days. So just make sure you're looking at all of your options and being careful and noting the dates to make sure it includes the day of your visit. So this could be a way to save too because, $200, that's pretty much 2 nights. If you're going for 2 nights that are $100 each, might as well just get a Frequent Fear Pass. You can also book Halloween Horror Nights vacation packages to bundle your hotel and your tickets. That's another way you could potentially save money as well. In addition to the ticket cost, of course, Halloween Horror Nights has special food and drinks during the event. So just important to keep in mind if you are visiting on a budget, maybe you're doing Epic Universe, maybe you're doing the other parks in Volcano Bay, know that Halloween Horror Nights is an additional charge. Speaking of food, that leads me into number 2 of why you should visit Halloween Horror Nights, and that is because you get special food and drinks. Yay! Who doesn't love special food and drinks? I'm a sucker for a good theme. And this special Halloween Horror Nights food isn't available during the park day. So if you're visiting during the day at Universal Studios Florida, you'll see all the Halloween Horror Nights food booths up, but you can't purchase the food or drinks until the event starts. So you need that Halloween Horror Nights ticket to get some really cool snacks like pumpkin guts. Last year they had Stay Puffed s'mores because they had a Ghostbusters house, the iconic pizza fries, and the Twisted Tater. So if you want to try some of these special food and drinks, which are so much fun, then you're going to have to visit during Halloween Horror Nights. And honestly, even if you're not a fan of horror, if you want to just go walk through the scare zones, try the food, you don't even have to go into the houses if you don't want to. Because the houses, you have to get in line and go through the houses, of course, but you can still enjoy the park without actually going through the houses if you just want to enjoy the food and walk through some scare zones and just take in the HHN atmosphere and get that fog into your lungs. It's so good. I actually didn't realize how well this list kind of flows, but that brings me to my point number 2 of why you should not visit Halloween Horror Nights this year. And that is if you just want to ride the attractions at Universal Studios Florida. Now, don't think this is like an after hours event where all the rides are going to be open and you'll be able to like walk on everything. Yes, it is an after hours event, but it's mainly for the Halloween Horror Nights, scare zones, houses, food. However, there are some rides that are open. So this year we can expect Gringotts, Transformers, Mummy, and Men in Black to be open during the event. Note that Gringotts does typically close early. And this year, unfortunately, Rip Ride Rocket won't be open because it is permanently closing in August. Sad. We're just a few weeks away from Rip Ride Rocket permanently closing, so that's one ride down that won't be open during Halloween Horror Nights. So 4 rides, if you're thinking, oh, I'm gonna go on E.T., oh, I'm gonna go on the roller coaster, oh, I'm gonna go on Jimmy Fallon during Halloween Horror Nights, unfortunately, only those rides will be open during the events. All right, now, so we know Halloween Horror Nights begins at 6:30 p.m. That's the official start time. Halloween Horror Nights goes late into the night, ending some nights at 1, 2 in the morning. So it's gonna be a long night. Now, this brings me to my point number 3 of why you should visit Halloween Horror Nights. If you are a night owl and like to visit the park at night, especially because the temperatures cool off at night in Orlando, you don't have the sun blaring on you and you will be dripping sweat, don't get me wrong. But, it is typically cooler at night. So if you like visiting the parks at night, if you're a night owl, you like staying up late, you're looking for something to do after hours, Halloween Horror Nights is the thing for you. It's also the ultimate nightlife experience. Now, I don't know why I just thought of this, but Pleasure Island in downtown Disney back in the day, if that was your vibe, if you enjoy going down to Orlando, hitting a club, grabbing a drink, you might be surprised to know that Halloween Horror Nights is kind of that vibe. There are so many different bars around Halloween Horror Nights that are so popular. The HHN bar, they have special cocktails, seltzers, beer. It's a whole scene, and it's truly like a big social event, Halloween Horror Nights. So if this is what you're looking for on your trip, you might want to consider visiting Halloween Horror Nights this year. And you might have heard the term Blinky Cup before. So these are cups that you can get at Halloween Horror Nights. You can get a drink refill for 16 ounces for the 12-ounce price. So you're saving a few dollars if you get the Blinky Cup. Also, the parks close early during Halloween Horror Nights. Universal will be closing at 4 or 5 p.m. Islands of Adventure, they always close pretty early. Some nights, islands will be closed at 8 or 7 p.m. So if you think, oh, this is way too early for me, I want to keep going, buy a ticket to Halloween Horror Nights. You can go all night. That being said, a reason why you shouldn't visit Halloween Horror Nights is if you're not prepared to stay up late and wait in long lines. It's such a popular event. You will be waiting in line, whether it's for food or for a haunted house. Now, if you follow the Krystal Palace and watch my tips for Halloween Horror Nights, I'll tell you how to avoid most of these lines, but that's a video for another day. I always recommend taking it easy the day of your Halloween Horror Nights visit. Don't get up, rope drop early because it is a very long day and night. And the Halloween Horror Nights houses are set back behind Universal Studios Florida. So you are not only going to be walking throughout the park, you're also going to be walking backstage, making it more walking than a normal park day. Just be prepared for walking, standing, and staying up. I know me, I go to sleep at 10:30 at night. So sometimes Halloween Horror Nights, I gotta drink my Alani and get ready. Stock up on those energy drinks. Last but not least, why you should visit Halloween Horror Nights is because it is the premier Halloween event. If you love horror, haunted houses, or just really well done theme park events, then you will love Halloween Horror Nights. Even if you aren't a fan of horror, just the atmosphere of Halloween Horror Nights will get you so excited, so amped up, gets you in the spirit. It's just such a scene that it's hard to describe unless you've been there, of the Halloween Horror Nights atmosphere. Everyone's so excited. Everyone is just having a good time, and it is truly a blast. 10 haunted houses, scare zones, shows, special food. It just makes for an experience like no other. And if you've never been, I would definitely recommend it. Now, it is scary. It's not for all ages. Another reason why you shouldn't go is if you're under the age of 13 and you're watching this video. It's recommended for ages 13 and up. It's not for everybody. It is scary. It's some of the most intense haunted houses you will see ever. So if you don't think you can handle that, I would skip it. But if you think you can and that doesn't bother you, then Halloween Horror Nights is the ultimate. This is not your average local haunted house. This is the Halloween event, and I will see you there later this month. Let me know in the comments if you're visiting Halloween Horror Nights. There's really no other reason why you shouldn't visit. There's just many, many reasons why you should. It is the best time. I'm so excited for Halloween Horror Nights season to begin. Let me know when you're visiting this year, and if you're on the fence about it or you already have your tickets booked like me. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more Halloween Horror Nights videos to come here on the Krystal Palace, Universal, travel, and so much more adventures. Be sure to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to the Krystal Palace right down below if you enjoyed it. I will see you in the next one. Peace.